Politicians promise you, make you not believe them. Politicians promise anything, make you not believe them. Politicians promise you, make you not believe them. Inside their mouth, truth to know day. Inside their eyes, corruption day. Inside their heart, wickedness day. Once they get into power, now when to time for gain, now in their brain, then we type one man will change. In the name of change, why? Change, change, change. They combine those with change. Politicians promise anything.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm still your man, Mr. Opinion. As you can see, I know it's been a while I come online. I'm sorry for every one of you that was testing me. I was a little bit out of town, just came back. We have to do some different jobs again, so please bear with me. I don't have much to talk about today, but at the same time, I still want to touch the basic of talk about the student loan that the new government is trying to put out there, and then I want to talk about the flow of the dollars, the free market of the dollars. Just to want to share my opinion on that. Let's quickly pick the dollar rates that the new administrative want it to be public, that the market desire how much the dollar is going to be, not the CBN anymore. If I can share my opinion in that move, I believe in the both sides there's an advantages and disadvantages of that move. The advantages of that move is a lot of people will think and see that the market starts jumping up. The market starts going up. It's going to show the market going up. That is the advantages. The market is going to come up. For the first move, a lot of things is going to change because the market is going to react to that announcement. So the same way the market always reacts when something bad happens. So that's the same way the market will react to it now. So the market is going to go up, and everybody's going to see it and they're going to be like, oh, fine, this is good. It's a good advantage that you don't have to rely on CBN to know how much the dollar is, or to go to the CBN bank to say, hey, I need $1. It's good. It's an advantage. They say the advantage, another advantage is like many investors going to move to Nigeria and start. It's not about the dollar, make the investor move to any country. Okay? Don't get it wrong. The investor already have their dollars. And at the same time, even their dollars is even better for them when they bring it to Nigeria, because they know that Naira is so poor. So they can bring a little bit of dollar to establish a lot of stuff that they can't even establish in their home country where they're coming from. Let me take it as an example. If an investor bring $1 million before to a Nigeria, that the same investor, if he want to use $1 million to build a mansion let's take United States as an example. If the investor wants to use that $1 million to build a house in United States from scratch and sell it, he can only use that money, the amount of money, to build maximum 3 houses. A maximum of the house he can use it to build $1 million is a 3 house. Let's say you do it at the rate of 300,000. The house that worth 300,000 in the market. So it means with $1 million, he can build 3 houses. He's going to buy a land. He's going to pay a lot of the city fee and other stuff. So it means at the end of the day, it's going to build 3 houses and it's going to sell them at the rate of 350 or 400,000 in the market. If he's trying to build something big in a nice neighborhood, probably can only use that $1 million to build 2 houses. Or even 1 house, depending on the neighborhood, the city. But let's quick jump back to Nigeria. With that $1 million, the investor that wants to build a house in Nigeria, probably for rent. Let's assume he's trying to build the offices complex for rent. With that $1 million, he's going to build no less than, probably we're looking at close to, let's say build the house that worth probably 50 million naira Nigerian money. So it means it's going to build close to 14 houses. If you build a house at the rate of 50 million, so it means it's going to build a 2 house at the rate of 100 million. So with the rate of the dollars before in the black market, so it means it's looking to build a house, 2 houses with 200 million. So in times 7. So that means it's going to build a mansion of 14 mansions in Nigeria and rent it out or sell it, whichever way, because the naira was poor. So the investor knows that when they bring their dollars to Nigeria with the rate of the Nigerian money, they can use that little money they have in their own country that make them look like a big man and do it with a lot of stuff in Nigeria because of the dollars poor. But now when the dollars flow, people think, oh, it's going to make the investor come to Nigeria. No. When the investor want to invest in a country, when they see the dollars and the nairas are getting close to each other, they're not going to come because they are not going to get a profit from it. In exchange for that, they're going to look at it in the way of why they have to take my 1 million to a country where I'm going to get the same value if I stay in my country. And not even that make the investor come to any country. What make the investor come to any country is the security, electricity, and the environment. If there's no any conducive environment to invest on, the investors are not going to come. It's not about you paying about the tax or no whatever you want to charge them. No. If they knows that when they bring their money to invest in Nigeria, probably in agriculture or something, there's no security to secure their agriculture on it. They're not going to bring their money. If they want to invest in technology, IT, let's say they want to build some offices somewhere and build and start the IT company and hire a bunch of Nigerians. If they knows that the environment, there's no security, there's no electricity, no power, they have to run all their system on generator, on their own power supply, they're not going to come. That's why many investors we have in Nigeria today, they are struggling to run their business. A lot of business we have in Nigeria was generated by Nigerian citizens, not even from the outsider, because this Nigerian is not conducive to establish the business. Because when you hire people, even when you hire people in Nigeria, it's hard for them to checkmate them. Your workers, people that you hire, if you open a fast food restaurant or something, if you want to know, it's hard to checkmate your workers to see how they're doing. Are they doing the job the way they're supposed to? When are they clocking? When are they clock out? The infantry, all the stuff. It's hard in Nigeria because the people you hire, they are ready to loot you dry. Those are all the areas that make the investor always think twice before they come and establish and invest in Nigeria. Because every people in Nigeria, everyone that want to work, they're always looking for the opportunity. Trying to find the opportunity how they can steal from the company they are working for. It's not that they want to work, make their home hard-earned money, but they're still looking for the opportunity within that organization, how they can steal, how they can sabotage that business. That's a typical 80% of Nigerian for you right there. It's one of those the reason why the people that already bring their business to Nigerian have figured out quick, like, this is not right. When you go to the health system in Nigeria, when the government established the health system, hospital, the nurses over there, the doctors over there, when they treat the patient, they will tell the patient to go and buy the medication in their own pharmacy. They will write you the note, go to this social pharmacy and go write your medication. That pharmacy belongs to them or belong to their friend or belong to the relative. That is Nigerian for you. That is the problem we have. When the government put the medication or drugs in the hospital to take care of the sick people, the nurses, the doctors, they will steal all this medication, all these drugs. And at the end of the day, they will tell the patient to go to the other pharmacy to go buy. And those pharmacies belong to them. Sometimes even they will tell you after you leave this general hospital or government hospital, they will start reviewing you to come see them in their own private hospital, to come see them one-on-one, so that they can start making money from you in a side way. That's a typical Nigerian. That's the problem of the nation we live in. So when they talk about this Naira flow, the problem that's going to happen now is, because people in the black market can sell it any price they want. Anytime there's an excess of dollars in circulation, the dollar is going to fall. The Naira is going to rise. But anytime these marketers, these people that's selling the dollars for the people that need the dollars for the international business or something, anytime they hold on to dollars and keep as many as they can, then the dollars will rise because people will need it and they will find it hard way to get it. It means if one of these Bureau de change has like probably $100 million in his hand, he can keep it. Dollar don't expire. So he can keep it. And then when the dollars is in the market and people was looking for it to go do the international business or stuff and they can't find it, so the people start buying in the high price. And these people will now start bringing it out. That is what they do. So that means you can't even go to the CBN anymore. You can't even go to the bank to go buy it in official rate anymore because there's no official rate. It means every individual determines how much he wants to sell his dollars. That is the disadvantages because the government is not controlled anymore. A lot of people think it's good. We're going to see the outcome of it. In the next 2 years, we're all going to be here. Now, right now, we all know what is the exchange rate from the dollars to naira. I'm sure in the next 2 years, in the next 1 year, we're going to see the difference. If it's good, if the policy they just made is good or not, we're going to see it together. Every one of us, we're going to see it. And we that we're giving the opinion about this is not a good idea, we're going to be here and talk about it. People are looking about the quick advantages. They did not look the future about it. They did not look the distance. It's just the corruption that makes the Nigerian so difficult. Government regulates how their currency can be transaction, but it's just because the corruption in Nigeria allow all the CBN to do all this abracadabra. If not because of the corruption, there's nothing wrong if the CBN regulates the naira and dollars, how we use it, how we get it. But because it's so corrupt, the system is so corrupt, that's why the immediately can start giving his friend the dollars to go and sell in the black market. If you try it in United States, you will go to jail forever. United States dollars is in the international market. In their own country, their Federal Reserve are the one that regulates their dollars. How the bank distribute it, they regulate it. But there's no corruption there where anybody can sell it. Like, hey, take this dollar, go and sell it in so place. No. You're going to go to prison for a long period of time. That's why you can't find it in the black markets here. Nobody buy the dollar here in the black market. If you need a dollar, you go to the bank and request for it. So the advantages and the disadvantages of that money flow, dollar flow, new policy, in my opinion, it looked good in the beginning, but the end of it is not going to be fun. It's going to surprise every one of us. We're going to regret it. We're all going to be here and watch it. Let me quickly, before I touch the situation of the student loan, I want to talk about it. Okay, that student loan that they began trying to do, I've said it in my last video that it's a scam. A lot of people send me a message, they yab me. I don't really give a shit about what they say. But I'm telling you, that student loan, it's a scam. It's a blueprint that some people sit together and give it to this new president. Like, hey, this might be good. It's one of our campaign policy, our campaign promises that we're going to do for the student. Let's give it a try. Trust me, behind that policy is nothing but a scam. I'm going to explain why it's a scam. I'm going to give you the idea, and I'm going to give you why it's not making sense and it's not good. The Nigerian student don't need a student loan. What they need is a grant, not a student loan. I'm going to talk about it. Before I say anything about it, I will let you enjoy the music just a little bit, and I'll be right back. Like I said, never trust the politician. Whatever they tell you, they will tell you any different things. They will say anything that make you feel good. If you trust them, if you listen to what they said, you on your own. Your name is a sorry. Politician, they are nothing but a scammer and a prostitute politician. Enjoy the music. I'll be right back.
election done go come to deceive the people. They will dey promise this and that. Then they lie on them, they lie, yo coco. Them they lie for federal. Then they lie on them, they lie for state level. Them they lie for Africa. Because they get police when they guide them. Because they lie police go they support them. Because they get lawyer when then they give bribe. And go they lie lawyer go they support them. Look our education system don't have a room for Niger. And make all our youth them come they do yahoo. Politicians say all of them na yahoo. Our government system say na yahoo. The promise employment, like a can't be the employment, so the promise us work. Na Okada be the work. Insecurity, 9 day our land. Our hospital, they don't get facilities. Our naira top. You don't fall your kata. Inflation everywhere. No solution. Yeah. Politician promise you something, no believe them. During campaign time, then go carry everybody along. When them win up for their family, then go leave you behind. When them win up for their body, then go put you backyard. Then they lie on them, they lie, yo ho ho ho. Then they lie for federal. Then they lie on them, they lie for state level. Then they lie for community. It don't be the time to change our mindset.
All right. Like I said, never believe them. Everything you hear from their mouths, from the politician mouths, is nothing but a lie. I want to quickly talk about that the student loan that they said they're trying to give to the student in Nigeria. I said it's nothing but a scam. You don't have to believe me, but in my opinion, it's a scam. See, a country like in Nigeria, where there's no any proper data, it's always hard to do stuff like that. In a country like in Nigeria, where people went to bank and go borrow money or went to Bomini Lanta or something and borrow money, even for just a business, they find it in the hard way to pay back. Whenever they borrow money, even just for business, to like they borrow that money for business, even that they know that there's a profit they're going to make from that money, they still find it difficult to pay that money back. That these people has to start chasing them around to get their money. Now, they want to do it for the students in the name that when you borrow money to go to school and you graduate, you start paying back. If you don't pay back in so year, they will throw you into prison. They will arrest you and jail you for not paying the student loan back. Imagine a country like the United States said, as a student, after you graduate, you don't pay your student loan, we're going to arrest you and put you in jail. That is what they try to do in Nigeria. But they will tell you they are copying a Western world. They are copying, especially they always, every time they want to do something that is abracadabra, they quickly use American as an example. That, oh, American do it. We're trying to do what American do. But when you said, but in American, the senators, the House, the president, they don't make this money you people make. Then they will tell you, no, don't go to that area. So they don't pick American system when it comes to how the politician make money. But when it comes to a policy that don't make any sense, that's not designed for a country like a Nigerian, but they want to copy an American. Now they come out with this student loan. For anybody that want to have this student loan, for you to qualify, you must have 2 guarantors. That's in a level 2, a level 12. In a government prastata, level 12. You must have a lawyer. You must apply through your, what do they call it? Your bank or something. All the requirements that they are required for anybody to qualify is not meant for poor people. It's not even meant for regular citizens in Nigeria. If your income, your household income, your dad and your mom income is not up to a certain amount of money, you can't qualify. So it means they don't make it for you because your parents are poor. They can't afford to send you to school. They only make the student loan for their home politician friends that don't want to use their money to send their kids to the Nigerian school anymore. So now they can start using the government money indirectly. Because how many people in the farm areas, our parents, our father that are working in the farm, that want to send us to school, but they can't afford to pay the school fees and all those stuff. They say, "Hey, we have to do some hard labor job or do our farming before we can put the money together and send you to school." But now the government wants to start giving us money, borrowing us money to send you to school. But we can't qualify because we are not working for government. There's no way how they're going to determine our incomes because we are farmer. So the parents that don't work for any government prestata that is hard for you to determine their incomes, they're not going to qualify. You see, that is the problem in a country that don't have a data. They want to emulate the United States, but they forget that United States has every single citizen of their country data, information. They know what you do for a living. They know if you have a job. If you are unemployed, they know. If you are self-employed, they know. But in Nigerian, no. How many people file the tax every year in Nigeria? How many people declare the income in Nigeria every year? The only group of people that don't declare the income in United States every year is unemployment people because they don't have a job, so they have nothing to declare. If you are self-employed or you work for anybody, you have to declare your income every year. It means they know what you do for a living. They know what you make. If you are unemployed, you are unemployed. You got no job, so you don't have to declare. But in Nigeria, it's not the same thing. The only group of people that can be that they can have their data or have their information of what they make in a year are the people that work for the government, either for the state government or the federal government. Those are the group of people that they can know, okay, this is what you make. And majority of these people, the percentage of them, the federal employee percentage in Nigeria is 3% population. So it means the state workers, probably you say the state workers, probably you say they are all 15%. Federal workers are 3%. What about the rest of the citizens that are not working for the state or for the federal, that they work for the private sectors? What about the rest of the citizens that they are self-employed? They create the job for themselves, but they have kids they want to send to school. What about Yalata, Yelipu, Yalalubosa, Yeleran, that they based on the daily incomes? That's how they make their money. They have to go to the market and sell stuff. How did they want to determine their income to know if their children is qualified to get a student loan or not? See, when they mention stuff like that, it sounds good. It sounds reasonable, but can it be practicable? No. In Nigeria, in a system like in Nigeria, it's a lie. We don't have a data. We don't have the information. What is the percentage of the Nigerian citizens that have the national ID card? That they can use their ID number to track everybody to say, okay, this is the data. In Nigeria, where they want to give money out as a student loan, you're going to start saying all the ghost students. A bunch of ghost students that's going to start coming out of this federal government agency. They're going to start packing some different name from ghost name together to say they want to use them to apply for the loan. That is Nigeria for you, because there's no information, there's no data. Don't be surprised when you hear that they give billions of dollars to run this program, but suddenly they don't know how the money disappeared. Suddenly they have distributed this money, but when you want to see the data of how many students was able to get this money, you won't find nothing, because more than 50% of the people they give the money to are ghost students that you can't trace them, you can't trace their family, you can't trace anything from them. That is how the scam works. It sounds good when they say student loan, but is it practicable? I don't think so. I have a video to play on Arise that I would love to play. When I said the Nigerian student don't need a student loan, all they need is a grant. In United States, they give the scholarship, they give the grant. You don't need to get a student loan in the United States to go to school. You can get a grant. You can get a scholarship if you are brilliant. If you get a student loan in United States, after you graduate, you start working until you pay back. You might not even be able to pay it back in the next 15, 30 years. All you just have to let the government know is that you're still looking for a job, but what you're doing is not enough to pay back. And then you make a payment plan for years. That's why the United States is trying to be bankrupting the student loan. But Nigeria want to do the same thing. That's a country that has the information of all their students, all the citizens. But Nigeria don't have the information of anybody. The only few people they have their information or their data are the people that have the international passport in their hand, or the people that have the national ID card. NIN, the one we just did now. They want to use that information. But they forgot that on that NIN, it's just a personal information. What the student need in Nigeria is a grant, a conducive environment. Nigerians don't need a student loan. Instead of giving them the student loan, borrowing them the money, why can't you use that money to reduce their own tuition fee in every government schools? A school where the students are paying 100,000 per semester, why can't you do, instead of giving them the student, why can't you reduce their student fee from 100,000 to like 50,000 per semester? Why can't you give them the grants to say, okay, you pay 500,000 per semester here, you're already in school. Okay, you pay 50,000. The government will pay the 50,000 of it for this semester. If you perform good and you have a good grade in the next semester, you will get another 50,000 to go for the next semester. If your grade drop, you lose that opportunity. You're not going to be qualified to get a 50,000 grant from the government. You pay 100,000 from your pocket. But if you have a good grade, you will be able to qualify to get your own 50,000 for that semester. Instead of borrowing them money that they won't be able to pay back when they graduate. How many people get the job after graduating in Nigeria? We got thousands of graduates everywhere roaming around. They have to create job for themselves. But you want them to borrow this money to go to the school that they can't afford to pay back. But at the end of the day, you arrest them and put them in jail because they can't pay back. They can't even barely pay their own house rent or feed themselves after they graduate. But you want them to start thinking about the issue now. When they graduate, they start thinking about the money they borrowed throughout the year of being in school. At the same time, they're thinking about the money they have to pay the rent. When we go to school in Nigeria and the parents send us to school, if our parents can afford to send us to school, or we hustle to go, once you graduate, you forget about all the stress you go through, all the money you spend on the handout and hostel rent, food, and everything. You forget about it. You just want to focus in the labor market, how to get jobs, and started living a better life. But now they want to start borrowing people's money. So after you graduate from school, your headache continue because you start thinking about how to pay that loan back because you don't want to get arrested and sent to jail. So it means your issue, your stress keep continue after graduation. Why did anybody want to do that? A country that even have a job for their own citizens after they graduate, their citizens still struggling to pay back. Talk less of a country that don't even have a job for you once you graduate. You don't even know where to work. You don't even know if you're going to get a job. But they want you to pay that money back. They want you to come borrow money. The borrow money is not that even the issue. The issue is the people behind it has a blueprint to steal the money. The same way the past administrative has a blueprint to steal the money of the feeding pulpit. The way the junior minister used the program they do that they want to hire the 2,000 people from each local government in Nigeria. They use that program to steal money. When the junior minister was talking about it in the channel television, they was like, oh, we're going to hire 2,000 people from the each local government all around the federation. We're going to give them the 20,000 naira jobs, either the cleaning or whatever, but we're going to hire 2,000 people from each local government. I said it at that time, like, it's nothing but a scam that they are using it to steal money. At the end of the day, where are the jobs? Where are the people they give the jobs to? But the government issued the money, and the government released the money. Where are the money? It's gone. You can see the sign of the money among them. You can see it from one of their brain behind that program. The junior minister that went to go buy a house in the United States and bragging about it. That's part of the money. just disappear right there. The same way this student loan is going to happen. It's nothing but a scam. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to align with my opinion. But I'm telling you, in my opinion, it's nothing but a blueprint for it to steal money. It's a scam. This is a Nigerian LLC for you. That is how they design things. They will come with something that's going to make people feel like, oh, wow, they're trying to help us. At the end of the day, you're not going to hear anything. The money is going to disappear. When they want to start the traders' money, giving the people's money, because it stands good, it stands reasonable. A lot of people in the market, a lot of Yaloja, Babaloja was supporting it because they believe they're going to be the beneficiary of it. Like, okay, we're the one they're going to give the money to. But guess what? They only run that program during the election. Whenever some elections coming, that's when the former vice president will remember that he wants to share money in the market. But today, no accountability for that. No auditing on that, how much they spend. No auditing on who are the people they give the money to. The money just disappear right there because some people use that program. They design that program to steal money. Because it's a very easy way to steal money. All you just have to do is we have disposed money for the people that you send us to go give it to. Meanwhile, 30% go out, 70% was shared among themselves. The same way they do in the feeding the pulpit. When they say they want to feed the school children, that is the same way. Use those programs to steal money. The same way they're going to use this student loan program they're trying to do to steal money. It's nothing but a scam to steal money. Today is 6/20/2023. June 2023. Go write it down. I've said it before. When they first announced it, I'm still repeating it. In my opinion, it's nothing but a scam. Every one of us will see it together. I got something to play for you in the rise. Just let's watch it quick and see that it's like a 1 minute video. Let's watch it.
Grant. If you look at advanced, a country that there are equal opportunity and job creation, yet the students have problems over the years in repaying of the loans. They will finish school, they will stay 5, 10, 15 years and have not been able to pay off the loans. So Biden had to, in fact, to produce what they call student loan forgiveness, which the Republicans now are taking them on. You are coming now to an economy where jobs are not guaranteed. You are coming to an economy where so many things are disjointed. So if you give the loan to that student, assuming they even get it, if you give the loan, is it his grandchildren that will pay off the loans? I think that the proper approach should be to give grants, thereby creating the opportunity for the less privileged to have access to education. That is what we in PDP planned in our manifesto when we said we are subsidizing education. The idea is the proceeds from the removal of fuel subsidy will be used in ensuring that a level playing field is created where private sector will give grants to students, government will give grants. And in fact, in 2007, it was initiated under Obasanjo. If you get 3 point something at a GPO, 4.0 GPO, you get 300,000. These are the approach I think that they should do, but unfortunately, for the purpose of grandstanding and then stage managing of things, they have signed what they call student loan, which will, in my opinion, be like the so many social investment programs of the last administration, where it ended up in the pocket of still the children of the rich.
You see what I'm talking right there? When you hear a student loan that this program they come out with, it sound good, sound reasonable, but it's not practicable in a country like in Nigeria. Let's be realistic. Let's talk when we share our opinion, let's sometimes be reasonable. how much they want to start giving each student as a student loan. Remember, every institution are different. They are not paid the same tuition fee. Are they going to only give them money for the tuition loan? What about the textbooks? What about the accommodation and every other little stuff? Because going to school is not only being paid for the student tuition fee. There's a lot of things that need money, that even more than the tuition fee. Tuition fee in tertiary institution is the less part of it. Paying the tuition fee is the smallest part of it. There's a lot of things that are added to it that more than just pay the tuition fee. So when they want to start giving them money, like I hear, they said they only want to give you money, borrowing money, loan, just only to pay the tuition. So it means if you qualify to get that loan, you can only get the loan to pay your tuition fee. Every other part of it that you need money for, you have to go get it on your own. So it means you still have to go struggle to go get the money from the outside by yourself to pay every other things, like a textbook, like handouts, like a rent, like a food, every other thing that added to it together to make it student in a learning center. So you have to go get that money from yourself. So when we're talking about a program like this, it might sound reasonable, it might sound good, but at the end of the day, truth be told, those kind of program is nothing but a scam. It's not going to work in a country like in Nigeria. Like I always call it a Nigerian LLC. See, all the board of trustees of Nigerian LLC will always come out with a different abracadabra blueprint. Every blueprint already has people behind it, and they are planned to use it to siphon money. Because the more money you have in a country like in Nigeria, the more powerful you are. You can buy anything. Buy the judge, buy anybody. So I just try to share my opinion on that student loan. Like I said, it's my opinion. That doesn't make it a fact. But at the same time, every one of us will see it together as it goes. And we're going to be always here to talk about it. So don't hold my word to it. It's just my own opinion. It might not align with your own opinion. That doesn't matter. You can come online too and share your own opinion. If what I say you don't like it, so be it. You can call me on Facebook, on WhatsApp. That's my WhatsApp number out there. +1 817 677 8210. You can send me a message. A lot of people send me a message. They text me and share their own opinion, ask me a question I can answer. So if my opinion is not aligned with your opinion, that's good. That's beauty of democracy. You can send me a message, DM me, tell me if you want to come online. We're going to bring you online together and let's share our own opinion. We have a different opinion. So let's share it together and see if we can meet in a common ground. Okay? Like I said, you have right to your own opinion. That is what this program for. This is 360 opinion. It's an opinion right. So you cannot make it a fact, but you can make your opinion heard. So everything we say on this program is my own opinion. It can be right and it can be wrong. Okay. So only the court of law can make something fact. But the good thing is we have constitutionally we have right to our own opinion, and you can share it whenever you want to. So I thank every one of you. I'm not going to talk about, there's a drama that happened in the tribunal today by Labour Party that bring the Amazon expert, which is good. Like I said, I've told you, I don't believe in what is going on in the judiciary, in the tribunal. I believe everything is just a script that have been wrote by some group of people. They just reading it to us. But it's good to watch because that will make us validate the belief we already have on judiciary before, that it's nothing but a corrupt organization. So everybody focus on them, all eyes on them. We already knows what's going to be probably the outcome of it because it's not strange to us. Okay, but that will help us to make us understand more deeply how corrupt the system is, so that whenever anytime you hear go to judiciary, go to court, you'll be like, don't waste your money, don't bother, because nothing good is going to come out of it, because there's no any judiciary, it's only judiciative. But let's cross our hand, cross the finger, let's watch it. The witness the Labour Party bring today is an expert from the Amazon, which is very interesting, but they was not be able to do the cross-checking, the expert cross-check today. They're going to do it yesterday, but they're going to do it today because we're already in another day. So they're going to do it today. So whatever is the outcome of it, I'm going to come online and share it to you. So what happened today in judiciary, in the tribunal, it's just a little drama. But what's going to happen today is going to be very interesting when they do the cross-examination with that expert. So they upload the analysis of that. We're going to bring it to you because we can't go to, we can't see the live broadcast of the procedure, but we have a transcript. Every program, every court hearing, we have a transcript, and we have a one good brother that always analyzes that transcript for us. His YouTube page is called Net Media. He's doing a good, fantastic job. I've been watching it. I've been listening to it. He's a very, very, very reasonable guy. He analyzed everything for us in a good way. So today, we're going to come back after today's proceeding in the tribunal, and then we're going to give you updates about the transcript, whatever the transcript of today, we're going to give you the update about it, and then we're going to talk about it. Even though I don't believe in judiciary, but it's what to watch, because that can make us feel better. So that can make us validate what belief we already have in Judiciathief. So before I go, I want to say thank you to every one of you that have been watching me today from Facebook or YouTube. I really, really, really appreciate that. Some people on my Instagram, sometimes I don't really put the Instagram on. I might load the video after the program on Instagram. You know, I don't usually make a video. I come online live and talk about what is going on and share my opinion. So you can rewatch my program. You can put it, for those of you that follow me, you can put it on notification so that whenever I come online, you can have the notification if you want to join online, so that you will know that I'm online, and then you can join us online either by WhatsApp or by Facebook or by YouTube, whichever one you want to do. You can join us online. So before I go, I want to thank every one of you. I really, really appreciate it. It's very, very, it's my pleasure to say thank you to everybody that joined me today. For those of you that always send me a message, I'm going to try as much as possible to reply your message, and then we can move on from there. I'm still your man. I'm still your guy, Mr. Opinion. Thanks for being with me. Please share this program. Please, please, please. I'm not doing this program based because we want to use it to make money, but because it's our own country, we can keep talking about it. So your opinion doesn't necessarily to align with my opinion, okay? But that still doesn't mean you cannot share my program. Some people might watch it, we might have the same opinion, or you yourself too that have a different opinion to mine might want to talk about it. That's fine. But at the same time, please like the page, share this program, help somebody to watch it. So and we can talk about it. I really thank you for watching me, for being with me for this tonight. I'm gonna come back after the court hearing to give you the the outcome, the whatever happened in the tribunal today from the transcript. So, and we're gonna talk about it. And then whatever another news we have today, and then we're gonna talk about it like we always said. We share our own opinion based on what we hear, what we see, and what we know. It doesn't make a fact, but it's our own opinion. Thank you so much. I'm still your man, Mr. Opinion. Never right, never wrong. It's still my own opinion. Please have a wonderful day.
Politicians promise anything